In 2017, the Montana legislature passed an ambitious set of criminal justice reforms known as justice reinvestment. They're designed to slow the growth of the state's correctional system. The changes are supposed to save the state money and possibly reduce the amount of Montanans who are incarcerated or under state supervision. 2 years into the reforms, MTN's Mike Dennison takes a look at how they're playing out.
When you look at the raw numbers of our correctional system, not much has changed since 2017. State and contracted prisons are still at capacity. Privately run alternative programs like pre-release centers are as full or fuller than they were 2 years ago. And we still have more than 10,000 criminal offenders who are not in prison but remain under state supervision. That's 1 out of every 100 Montanans. State Deputy Corrections Director Cynthia Wolken says the overhaul is still young, but that she does see some progress.
So we're starting to see some good signs of sort of leveling off of people who enter our system, but we're not bracing for a huge decline in population. We just want to sort of level it off and prevent spikes in growth, which is where we were headed before justice reinvestment.
The state corrections budget did increase only 2% for its current 2-year period. And Wolken says one reason prisons remain full up could be because of a concerted effort to reduce the number of convicted felons held in county jails. Yet a supporter of the reforms say there are still way too many people in the correctional system in Montana, and that it's not a surprise. S.K. Rossi of the American Civil Liberties Union says while the reforms are good, the legislature hasn't approved enough resources to help ex-offenders with needed housing, jobs, or treatment programs.
Things that are going to reduce their risk of recidivating are having a stable house, having a stable job, having access to the mental health and addiction services they need. And that has not been resourced or funded in any adequate way in Montana for people who are coming out of prison. And until we do that, our recidivism rates are going to be stagnant.
Wolken says it's too early to measure true recidivism because it's usually measured as the number of people returning to prison within 3 years of release. But there are some early data we can look at that give us insight into the reforms and whether they're working. We'll take a closer look at those numbers and what they mean tomorrow. Reporting from Helena, Mike Dennison, MTN News.
Montana has nearly 18,000 adult criminal offenders within its entire correctional system.